Hey folks, it's old Texas Paul. Let's talk a little bit about capitalism and the way the oligarchs are getting over on you. So Texas Paul, I hope your coffee's as good as mine. Hell, I hope it's better. So let's talk about it. You know, they always sell this bill of goods that capitalism is self-regulating. And let me tell you something, anybody comes up talking that nonsense to you, they're ripping you off. Let me explain. They try to sell this bill of goods that goes, you know, if capitalism self-regulates because if a business acts badly, they'll be punished, they'll lose their customers, they'll go out of business, and problem is solved, right? You know, problem solved. It's a self-problem solving system, which has never been true. It's not true today. If capitalism really worked that way, elephants wouldn't be being driven to the edge of extinction. No. Why don't you think about it? If capitalism really worked that way, they would be charging so much for ivory that they wouldn't be decimating their source of ivory, the herds. It would just self-regulate. They would charge so much for it that they wouldn't have to harvest so much ivory, and the herds would be healthy instead of dying off. I mean, there were like 12 million elephants 100 years ago. There's 400,000 today. We're going to drive them to extinction. And it's because capitalism doesn't work the way they tell you to. It does. And it's not just things like that. It's not far away Africa. It's right here at home. Net neutrality. Obama had brought in net neutrality. Trump pandered to the oligarchs and got rid of net neutrality. Joe Biden reinstated it. The judges that were appointed by Trump just knocked it down and ended net neutrality to the point where Democrats would have to have a supermajority in Congress to write legislation now for us to get net neutrality back. Yeah, it's just pandering to oligarchs. They're going to abuse the system. It's going to leave them unregulated to where they can screw you over your internet services, purchases, your business, if you sell on the internet, or if you do what I do on the internet, or just what you do, consume. It's all been handed over to the oligarchs. The same people wiping out the herds of elephants. And it's not just today. I mean, they did it to the bison. They've done it over and over and over again. If you look in history, capitalists just behave badly. And if you look at history, there's always been, in successful societies, some form of government, whether it's a monarchy or a despot or a good old constitutional republic like we've got here, that regulates those capitalistic interests. I'll give you another quick example. Health insurance. Health insurance doesn't serve any purpose in our health industry. It doesn't. It doesn't help the doctors. It doesn't help you, the patient. The only purpose it serves is to funnel money out of your pocket into the oligarchs, the people that are waging the class war against you, the ones that have bought all of your sources of information, the corporate media, your social media. It's all being controlled by the oligarchs. It's part of the class war against you. A class war that most people don't know they're even in. That's why we're losing. That's why the oligarchs are winning. So you need to wake up. Start demanding what's good for you. Start joining groups, unions, the Democratic Party. Back government regulation that serves you. That's how you win against the oligarchs. That's how you keep a healthy society. So yeah, if you're a patriot, if you want to make America great again, you better start loving you some regulation, and you better start loving you some socialism. Because history, my friend, doesn't lie.